Hello everyone. I'm not on CP time. What happened is I really don't know how to do this. And on top of that, hello. And on top of that, you hear some talking in the background. We're having some work done in the bathrooms. And I had this whole intro that I wanted to do, but apparently that did not work out. And again, of course, I'm trying to, what is this on my nose? I'm trying to go live on Instagram too. You got to give me a second, guys. I mean, I'm still here. What? What is happening to my face? I, at your age, the oddest things happen. Forgive me. All right, so people are laughing and having a good time. Okay, so I had planned to come on and start with this song and everything. I guess you guys will get that next week. I even looked it up online to see if it was like legal to do. Like, oh my goodness, it is getting louder and louder. You talk about needing self care, and I love what they're doing, but it's me. I just picked a bad time. It's just me. So, today we are talking about self care without guilt. I know many of us have a lot of guilt with self care. How can I take this time away from my kids? How can I take this time away from hubby? I have a job that I have to do. I don't have time to take time for myself. But you know what I was reminded of? And oh my gosh. Maybe somebody could tell me what they're saying. I don't know if I'm gonna have to cut. My social media manager told me that this was going to be a bad time, and I was like, "Oh, but I already promised. I got to do it. Just let me do it." This is a little much, though. Okay. All right. So, okay, let's keep trying. It says I'm now live on Instagram too. So, okay. Hello Instagram. Hello Facebook. You know what? I'm just gonna go for what I was going to say. And you know what, guys? Just kind of work with me. If I don't know what I'm doing, I will figure it out. That is who I am. So I was gonna start. Oh, it's a little softer in here. This camera is mad close. Yikes! But I do look better on Instagram than I do on Facebook. Hello. So I was gonna start with this whole thing where I came in and I was like, "Hello, love, where you been?" Just as an intro, right? That was cute. And talk about self-care. So now let's talk about why taking time for yourself is important. The last person that checked my live said I'm not looking at the camera, which to me is very weird because there's nobody there. It's like, okay, so now I got Instagram and Facebook. I don't know which. Help me. Now, someone was supposed to set this up for me. I will not name any names, but they didn't. So I am here. How to do self care without any guilt. Now, why women feel guilty, why self care is essential, and why we have to shift our mindset. So, I often talk about my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I have 5 grandchildren, 4 sons, 3 pets, 2 daughter-in-laws, and 1 hubby. That's all. That's legal. No, that's all I need. I love him. He's my world. I'm teasing, babe. But to take away from that, plus you have a job, right? You may have a career. We may be in a place where we're actually taking care of mom and or dad. And so we're figuring all of that out. Mom has an appointment. My son has an appointment. Did I go to the school, PTA meetings, all of that. So we feel guilty if we take 5 minutes to ourselves. But here's the thing. Like a phone, I'm sorry, guys. Like a phone, if you have not recharged yourself, it's just not going to work out. It's just not. Hey, Parent Peace Club. That's one of my self-care box friends. Hey, girl. She also sells self-care boxes for moms doing it all. So nice to see you. Shay Buckster, hello. Thank you for coming. And Carolyn, how are you, Carolyn? I think I owe you a text. But good to see you here. Thank you for coming. So how do we do it? Yes, exactly. Amen. We are tired. But if, like a phone, if we do not charge our battery in the phone, it's just dead, right? Like for real. It's just not going to work. You might try to juice it some other way. You have to plug it in. And if we want to look at research, research says that 33% of people feel guilty about taking time for self-care. Actually 37% of women, I think that that's got to be higher. And 30% of, this is my husband texting me, you lie. I love him. Okay, I think that's higher. 37% are women and 30% are men. I don't know. I think that's higher. But 39% of women, of parents, excuse me, feel guilty. I think that that's even higher. You know, babe, I'm going to have to do like a do not disturb. I love you, but yikes. Okay, so self-care actually equals better mental health. It actually reduces stress, it reduces anxiety, and it can reduce depression, right? Hey, Miss King, thank you so much for coming. I see you. She's always very supportive. I love her. Thank you so much. So what can we do? How can we sneak in self-care and still take care of everything we have to do? Here's the thing, we have to do it. Now we're getting a lot of reports to say we have to get a certain amount of sleep. I need to be in the bed by 10 o'clock. Like, okay, if I'm up any later, it's usually one eye open. It's usually the movie that you put on so that you can go to sleep, right? You ever do that? Like, I know I'm going to take a nap. Let me find a good show, which is ridiculous. And I'll find something like, I got to look at the camera. I find something like Day After Tomorrow. I don't know why I love that show, that movie, where the ice thing is happening to New York. I don't know, but put that on, boom, sleep. But you have to, because we can get caregiver burnout effect. We're just running on fumes. We're not doing well. Nothing really is fully getting done because we're just kind of moving. That can lead to insomnia. That can lead to fatigue. You can have trouble in your relationships. So what are some things that we can do? Self-care doesn't have to be this big thing where you're planning a spa for a weekend or you're going, away with the girls. That's the best. That's the thing to do. Yes, exactly, Miss King. She said, I thought it was just me, but yeah, the sleep shows. Yes, right? Oh my goodness. If it's something bad on, I'm like waking up, like turn the channel, let me put something I could sleep to. Maybe it's like music. You only put on the music that you like, right? To say that that's something you can sleep to. But studies show that you can have burnout and fatigue. And I think I was telling a story, and this is where you get my age, where you're half in a story and half out. I'll watch this back and say, oh snap, I never told that story. Oh, it doesn't have to be this big thing. It could just be you get on your couch, maybe you have a recliner couch, and you get your favorite blanket and your favorite drink. That could be wine, it could be coffee, tea, chai, matcha. I don't know. But and you just have 5 or 10 minutes to yourself, and you dedicate that time to yourself. Maybe it's when the baby is sleeping. You have to sleep when the baby sleeps. Everything can't get done, right? So you got to prioritize. I'm going to do. Hey, my Janty 4, thank you for coming in. I'm going to do this while the baby sleeps, and sometimes that has to be sleep. One of my daughter-in-laws, I'm putting your business out, girl, when she has to put the kids on the bus like some ungodly time, like it's like the noise is the bathroom, but it's like 6 something. I don't know how these babies supposed to get on the bus at 6 something. And then she puts the babies on the bus, and then she goes home and takes a nap, and then she starts her day. How else is she going to be good for the babies if she's not taking a nap? They got on the bus at 6 something. They come home revving to go. We got to start her. We got to do this. I have my other daughter-in-law, put her business out too. She works, her job is beauty. I'll just say that. I don't know how much she wants me to say. Her job is beauty. So she realizes, and I'm not just going to take care of other people. You know, I'm a master at this. I'm going to take care of myself too. And so she carves out time for just her and her husband. And then she takes care of her mom and her son as well. And you have to keep house. I read somewhere where somebody said, I need to make enough money to have a maid. I'm thinking about it. Think about it. If I sell 2 or 3 more boxes, I give somebody else the sweep. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing wrong with putting your feet up for a little while. You have to do it. I saw something on Instagram recently where a young lady got on the couch, got her blanket, and then her mind started racing. Did you do the taxes? Did you unload the dishwasher? Yeah, later. Everything can be scheduled. Sometimes for your mental health, you just have to stop. So, what can we do? We talked about taking 5 minutes to yourself. You could also make that weekend with the girls, right? Women take on a lot. Not that men don't. We love you, men. I'm not a woman that's like, I don't need my man. No, I need him. He works very hard. Yes, I do. Yes. But women take on a lot. We know whose doctor's appointment's coming. We know when you got to go to school. We know what book bag is needed. We know what dentist appointment's coming. When's the last time we had a checkup? Right? When's the last time you called somebody just to decompress? Who's that person that builds you up, that once you leave them, you feel better? So you need rest and renewal, right? Not just one. You have to rest and you have to renew. You got to do both to be good for anybody. But how about just being good for yourself? How about just saying, you know what, I want to be a better me. Everybody is doing the 25-25. I'm doing me, girl. Yeah, but how are you going to do that if you're falling over, if you didn't take any time for yourself? If every time you try to do something, you're like, oh, is the laundry done? No, schedule the laundry. Do it later. Most of us are not going to the ocean with the wash bins. Put it in the washing machine. Maybe you don't fold on the same day as you dry. It's so hard. Did your kids go to school well dressed? They got the grease face with the little bobos, fresh haircut. They got the Nikes on or the Snoopy sneakers, whatever, right? They look nice and clean, and you did that. So you have to take time for yourself to be able to be the best for you and then for your family. So let's talk about a bit of reframing self-care. So think of self-care like something as essential as taking a shower, brushing your teeth, right? We talked about sleep. Think of self-care like that. You have to do it. I have this huge cup of coffee. It's not full, right? Because it's kind of ridiculous, right? It's Instagram, it's Facebook. It's kind of ridiculous. But it is probably about here. And yes, I will drink it. But my kids are old enough to kind of take care of themselves for the most part. People are not always asking me what's for breakfast. They never ask me what's for breakfast. They might ask me what's for dinner. Never what's for breakfast. No, heavens no. But they take care of all of that so I can take care of other things. And this is one of the reasons I started my box, which is really for women who are just taking care of other people. But women in a particular space of life, right? Where you are at the age where you might be taking care of not just you, maybe hubby, maybe kids, and mom and dad, and you have a career or you're an entrepreneur, and you are just like, I will take care of myself next week. I'll do it next week. I'll do it next time. I'll do it. No, go get your nails done. Listen, my nails aren't done because I have to strengthen them first because of some of the pills that I'm taking. So one of my doctors put me on this Citra. I don't know, you get it right from Amazon, but I'm supposed to be doing this 7 days a week. Good grief, something else to do. But it's self-care, right? So I will do it. I'm sitting here working. I will put that on and let it sit, and hopefully it will do what it does. But that's why I created my box. I want people to take care of themselves, especially women. And I want them to be able to say that I got something in the mail that was just for me. I am so happy. This is going to almost force me to do something just for me, right? So remember that in many societies, women put others first. That's just what we're taught, and that's okay. We want to take care of others. A lot of us like it, right? We like making sure that we did that, right? It's just the thought the commitment, the being, what is the word I'm looking, intentional with taking care of yourself too, so that you can take care, you can be a better person, right? And then take care of others to the best of your ability. So it started kind of wonky, but the people that are working on the bathroom, again, doing a great job. Thank you guys so much. So I did 15 minutes. I'm very proud of myself. I really wanted to go a little longer, but I'm not just going to ramble. I think next week I'm going to talk about my why, like really kind of dig more into my story about why I started the business. So with more specifics, and so you can get to know a little bit more about me. I told you about my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was the beginning. And I hope to see you guys all next week. You could always check out my Facebook. I don't really understand Facebook, so that's why I came on in CP time. Sorry about that. But it took me forever. It wouldn't just press the go live thingy. It was like, you got to set this up, set this up, set this up. And the person that was supposed to set up my tripod, they were MIA. And so excuse. I do apologize. I'm going to try again for next week with my why and really dig a little deeper into that. Okay. So thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for listening. You can check out my website, curatedcomfortsbox.com, to get some more insight. We will be making candles soon, so that should be there. We're hoping March 1st, that you can just buy the candle, you can buy the box, whatever you like, okay? Everybody have a great day. Have a great weekend. This thing is so close in Instagram and so far in Facebook. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you all. Bye.